Alright, so I have a lot of notes for Arrow. Like, I have a lot of notes. This is probably, like, the most amount of notes that I've taken so far. Alright, so, let's start it. Alright. So, at the beginning of the episode, it shows how, the new Canary got her powers, or, more easy to say, her canary cry. And this is basically with the help of the particle accelerator explosion, of course, because that caused everything. So basically, the particle accelerator gave her powers. Next, the team tries to find a new replacement for Laurel. Because, we already know that Laurel has died, like, a long time ago. And it's still tragic, but, a lot of us have gotten over it at this point. But they're still trying to find a replacement for her. And, Oliver is very picky about who he chooses because, this is Laurel that he's talking about. And, it's basically like his love for Laurel is basically giving him, he's reset. So basically, he is trying, he's saying in his head, I've got to find the right replacement for Laurel because, she was the Black Canary, and her legacy has to live on. So, on to the next point. The team finds out about the new Canary. So basically, Mr. Terrific shows them the video where she's fighting these guys outside of a bar, I think. And why do I keep stuttering so much? I don't know. Anyway, he's showing them this video where she's fighting outside of a bar and she uses the canary cry. And Oliver's like, okay, she's the one. Okay, she's the one. So the next plot point says, Oliver and Diggle's attorney try to find a new way to get him out of this predicament. So, once that scene ended, we cut to Diggle, who is in jail. Like I said, I don't really know what's going on because, like I said, I haven't fully caught up with Arrow yet. So, stay with me, people. So, it was easy to catch up with the Flash because there were 3 seasons. 2 on Netflix, which I could watch. 2 on Netflix, which I could catch up with. Thank you, Netflix. And, we're on season 3 right now, so I'm caught up with The Flash. But I'm not caught up with Arrow yet, because it is not easy to watch, 4 to 5 seasons in a week or so. It's not easy. So, yeah. So he's in jail. And they're trying to find a way to get him out. So, while Oliver is there, he tells Diggle about the new Canary. And he's like, it feels wrong replacing Laurel. And Diggle says, don't think about it as replacing her. Just think about it as someone taking on the mantle. And I like this scene because, it shows that his love for Laurel was kind of getting in the way. And then Diggle's like, look, don't think about it as, replacing her because that's not what it is. Think about it as someone taking on the mantle, somebody honoring her. And I like that part. So, The next one says, it was found out that Talia has been following Oliver. So basically, why do I keep starting off with basically? Okay, no more interruptions. We're getting right into it. So we find out in the episode, well, this is a part of the flashback, of course. We find out in the episode that Talia has been basically stalking Oliver. And following him. And he is, of course, surprised by this because he didn't know that he was being followed. And basically throughout all of his time on the island, you know, he was being watched. And he is not happy about this. This, to say the least. Alright. Okay, you know, I'm not gonna go through all the plot points here, because literally, like, this page is like front and back, just full notes. So I'm gonna skip the ones that are not really that important. Alright. So Arrow and the group find the new canary and give her a proposition. So Arrow says, like, we can give you a home. And we could give you the most important thing of all, a team. You can join us. And just join us. And she's basically like, no. You better get out of here before I tear you in half with my voice. So she leaves, and then they're basically like, okay. Alright. Going through the notes here. Okay, is found, okay. Her real name, the new canary's name is revealed as Tina. And basically, we find out that her motivation is that she is trying to avenge the death of her partner. And this I was kind of interested in because a lot of people in this universe and many other superhero universes are, you know, they start becoming superheroes when they lose like an important person in their life. So I found it interesting that she started this because of her partner. I found that very interesting. I don't know about you guys, but I found that very interesting. Let's see. Okay, so Felicity throughout the episode is trying to find ways to hack, or basically find a way to save Diggle from going to jail. And she's looking through the web, she's looking through the dark web and everything, and she's trying to find the answers. So, something else that happens in this episode is that one of the bosses, the evil bosses in this episode, is a metahuman. And did he have like a vertigo type power? Or did he have, I'm not really sure what power he had, but I'm just going to assume that it was a power that had to do with vertigo. A vertigo type thing. So, we find out later in the episode that Felicity meets a fangirl, aka a main source to help Diggle. And she's basically a big fan of Felicity. And how she hacks everything, and that's why she got to hacking everything, because, you know, she was such a big fan of Felicity. And not only does she give Felicity the answers or the resources that they need to, get John out of this situation. But she does even more than that. She does even more than that. Now, she has like a whole lot more on that USB, and it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what else is on that USB. It's going to be really interesting. So, after the defeat, which was the evil boss with the vertigo powers, Oliver basically unmasks himself to Talia and tells his backstory to her, or tries to motivate her, and he tries to ask her for the last time, but this time he makes a new proposition. He's like, look, join my team. Stop this evil boss with us. And not only will you never see us again afterwards, and not only will you get free reign afterwards, but you'll never see us again. And then she finally accepts his offer. So after that, the team basically find out where they are, where he is, and the final battle begins. The final battle begins. And one thing that was cool about the final battle was that Arrow shoots one of his arrows at a helicopter, and he's basically gliding on this helicopter, and he's beating all the bad guys up at the same time, and then when he's done with the helicopter, he blows it up. That's why Arrow's so cool to me. And then once everyone else is beaten, Tina has a gun pointed at the evil boss, and Arrow's like, don't kill. It's too late for me, but it's not too late for you. What would your partner want you to do? And then she answers that question by shooting him like 3 to 4 times, and she says, he would want me to do that. So yeah, like there's no going back for her now in terms of the killing. So after that, Oliver goes to the prison and basically says that, says to Diggle that, we have all the information we need. Like you can go now. Like we can get you out now. And Diggle is excited because he gets to see his wife and his child again. Yeah, and so that's resolved. And then one thing I found out that was cool about the flashback was that at the end of it, we get to see Oliver wear the costume from the first season, or the first couple of seasons, with the bow and everything, and that was such a great moment. And then at the end of the episode, Tina comes to Oliver's office, and she says, look, I've come here to join your team. That's basically what she's there for. And she reveals that her real name is Diana Drake. Now, who Diana Drake is, I personally don't know. But, that's something I'll have to figure out later.
Performance issues, not uncommon. 1 out of 5.